I ever tell you about those guns? First John George bought them west on the trail. J.G. the second gun down. Yellow Driscoll, Blackwater. John was a good shot too.
It's the best.
You taught me. You ever hear from Luke's Gulch? It's where we were married. All my friends were there.
It was so great.
So I swear, John wrote his initials on the wall in a room back there. Wonder if they're still there.
Why do you want to? You're gonna block her. Don't.
What are you doing?
Something wrong.
May not be blood, but you're the closest thing to family I got now.
It's too easy.
You think you're protecting me, but you're not. You are just punishing yourself. It's the same reason you never made amends with yourself.
We all got ways of protecting ourselves.
Right there, your psychology is maybe too easy. You
I know
need
you
to
think
go
you're doing
deeper.
the wrong thing for the right reason, but we really need to be working together.
It's not there anymore.
Please.
Do we hate that truck and that bridge? Yes.
I mean, let's say you get there, and you do it. You know, then what? You come back?
That's the plan.
Wrong cabin to rob, old timer.
It's his cabin.
This is my son's cabin.
I love that you're saying that.
Oh man. All I know is whatever they got planned. It's big. I don't know.
I think I do. The end of the world, destruction, nuclear explosion, something like that.
Previous occupant moved out. Permanently. In case you had nerves.
Calm yourself. None of you. We don't want any of you to die. Oi. No! I didn't love his character, but I was all for the revenge thing, you know, situation. All of this quest, you know, to capture Teddy and all of the information that he has about him. He needs to survive for that. Cool. You're alive. He repaired it.
We were meant to fix this old girl up together, he and I. You're gonna be his first call.
It was his last one.
Because I didn't care. I did it because I was punishing myself. I was also punishing my wife. Punishing the boy. I did come back that summer. The boy looked so content, eating butterscotch ice cream. John had this light about him. Of course, you know.
You want to kill me? Don't do that.
I was afraid I'd snuff it out, so I decided then and there. He's better off without me. Never even say goodbye.
It's not too late.
It's better, you know. We went deeper on his psychology and it's more complex.
Here,
It's better, really.
when I first met him.
I know, we have to read it at some point.
This is the hardest decision of my life. Leaving you behind to save an innocent person's life. Knowing it might mean I never see you again. I believe you'll forgive me one day. Same way I forgave. Same way I forgave Dad. For leaving. It took me a few years to see it in history. He did what he did because he loved me. Just like
We're
I
glad
did.
that you're just right there to hear that.
I will never stop trying to get back to those early days at the cabin. You are the most amazing woman I've ever known. You brought me back to people, made me believe in goodness again. That doing good was worth fighting for. And if I die, I die knowing I lived a life worth living. I love you, Juba.
Don't cry, I'm not gonna be able to stop if you cry. Did you get the parallel, you know, with your situation, Cherry? It was an interesting one.
I'm not ready for this to be goodbye. That man has been chasing me for how many years? He missed out on his entire life. Let that happen. For us, I have been using Negan as an excuse for why we can't be together.
It's rough, but it's
You guys are
the truth.
worried about change. And I think that's what I'm afraid of. That I won't be able to do that.
Like, I'm the same person I used to be.
You're not going back to who you were.
You don't have to be
You're
that
just
way.
evolving each time.
Why don't we just start over?
No. I want you to stay.
Shop.
Or start over and staying right there, not escaping and all. Please.
It's yours. Thank you for letting me borrow.
You don't have to do
I
that.
don't want to.
Don't do that.
So I'm going to take along with the rightful owners.
I'm taking it well. And I swear, the two of you, you're going back to your camp. You're not escaping and all. Yes, we're all going back to the camp. Come on. We are. I swear they have to come back.
This is John Dory. It's John's father.
You know, your son was
His best friend.
saved my life in more ways than one.
John's father knows everything about him. We can help each other.
Seems like you already are.
I know I can't change what I did before.
You don't have to say that. What you did today is what John would have wanted.
I have a chance to do the same here.
I might have been wrong when I said that there wasn't anything you could do or say to make things better.
You're feeling better, Grace?
I'll check on her.
He's not going to stop till we're all dead.
Mm.
Let's get to work.
Yes, baby. For once, I'm gonna check right now the information. Dwight and Cherry, they didn't leave for good, right? I'm not sure. Of course, now I'm not gonna talk about it. It's too soon. I didn't find it, but I'm gonna. No. No, it was not the final episode of Cherry and Dwight. We're gonna see the two of them again. No, it's not because of the fact that now we're not going on the same direction, than the Dorys. It's not because of the fact that they took the time, like entire sequence to show us that they were living together like that. It's not because of that it was the end of Dwight and Cherry. No. These two characters for me, I was gonna say they have too many unfinished business to resolve to leave the show right now. But do they? I mean, Dwight, it has been a long time that he doesn't have really any unfinished business if it's not Cherry herself, his couple with Cherry. And Cherry, I said it, she needs time to repair herself, to work on herself, to be maybe at the same page than Dwight in sometimes. But I thought that we were gonna spend that time with them to see the two of them getting back together, being on the same page again and all. That was the beginning, this episode for that, because Cherry understood that no, going after Negan, killing Negan and all is not gonna resolve the situation, and does she really want to waste time that she could pass with Dwight by doing that? The answer is no, she doesn't want to do that. Thanks to John's father, who learned her that lesson. So that was the beginning of something, for Cherry, for a change and all. It's the beginning of her repairing herself, working on herself. I love that. But again, I hope that we're gonna see more of that, more of their couple. I'm not ready to say goodbye to them. So I really hope that I understood that wrong. and that we're gonna see them again. That episode was fucking great. You know, I told you during the intro I didn't like the last one. I explained you why during the review of the last episode, but also during the intro of that episode, why I did not like it, why it didn't work on me. This one fully worked on me. I didn't expect to meet John's father, and to be totally honest with you, during the first minutes I was not a fan of him because of what we learned about him, you know, through John, because of all of what we know that he did and didn't do. I was a bit mad at him and he was not showing any regret and all. So I was clearly not a fan of him, and I was almost like, really, you want to replace John with John's father? Not gonna work on me. And when we learned that he had information on Teddy, because Teddy is a man that is hunting since a long time, and it's our Teddy, you know, the Teddy from the cult, I was like, okay, great, we have someone with plenty of information about Teddy, so it can be useful. And also, you know, all of this journey of revenge, all of this quest and all, I can appreciate it in The Walking Dead. In Fear the Walking Dead, I saw that kind of journey, that kind of thing. I love it, you know, that kind of story. So I was like, yes, we're gonna keep him for that journey, that story of revenge, it's gonna be great. So that's why when we thought that maybe he could die, I was not okay with it, not because of the fact that in just one episode I fall in love with this character, not at all, but really because of the fact that I thought that it could be useful for the story, for our guys, but also his story could be interesting, and also his relationship with June, talking like that about John could be interesting. So I'm glad, you know, that he didn't die. June also during all of this episode was great because she didn't blame him, you know, she didn't judge him. She really let her arms open to him, to his story, to his version of the story. So because of that we learned more about him. And I love the fact that at first they presented us his reasons, and I said it myself, it was the easy response that he could give, the presentation of his psychology, but it was too easy and I did not appreciate it. So when in fact later we went back on it and we went deeper into his psychology and we got other reasons way more deeper, I really appreciated it, because for me it was more an explanation that could work and which is interesting also for the character, for the story. And yes, I really appreciated it, you know, that they didn't just use that first version, that first reason, and that they said it also that it was just an excuse that he was giving to himself, that it was not a reality. I really love how they played that, you know. Or that later, you know, that John wrote. They played with us all along this episode, but it was almost great that they did it, because we were clearly not ready for June to read it at the beginning of the episode, but by doing that, they were telling us, the writers were telling us, okay, it's gonna come, be prepared, it's gonna come, we're gonna read that later during this episode. That was great that they read it, you know, just in front of where John is now, and with his father, because of all of the things that he said about his father into the later. I'm glad that you were there to hear that, but also because of this parallel, you know, with Dwight and Cherry. She made me cry, June, when she read that letter so much. It was, yes, really emotional. The actress played that so well and I felt it, and it was really rough. I really appreciated this episode. We met a new character, we went already deeper with this new character, we went deeper with Cherry, we went deeper with June. We progressed into the story a lot, because now we have someone with a lot of information on Teddy. We had also a little thing about Morgan and June coming back into the group. We had a lot of things and all worked well and all was well done, and they still took the time for everything and they didn't rush it. Like all of these moments, you know, with the camping car not working because of the dead and all, if you think about it, you can be like, it was not useful for the story, but yes, in fact it was, because it's not making us jump from one scene to another, and it's not a repetition of something that we already saw before. My theory, you know, about these cult guys preparing the end of the world that they're gonna do, you know, that they're gonna start with the keys by making a nuclear explosion, by making a radiation situation, something like that. I'm going on that direction more and more. That theory for me seems really the more and more that I think about it, I think that it's the real thing, you know. It could explain also why they want to lock themselves like that under the ground for so many years. I really think so. That guy, that guru, all of the wrong stuff that he did on the ground into the old life, the fact that a crazy person like him can hide himself or justify himself better because it's the end of the world with deaths and all, it's saying a lot. That episode was great. I'm glad that we're keeping John's father. Even if we're gonna have an issue, because I'm never gonna name him John. I can't. I don't want to name him Mr. Dory. I don't want to name him John Sr. I'm gonna have an issue to name him. I hope that they're gonna find a solution into the next episode, you know, to name him in another way, because right there, really for me, John Dory, it's our John, the one who died. And you know, I'm almost saying Dr. Dory each time now that June is on screen. So for me, it can't be Mr. Dory if she is Dr. Dory. Do you understand what I mean? We're gonna have to name him in another way. I really love this episode, and I hope that you loved it also, that you were as emotional as I was during it, because really I cried and I was not expecting to cry today, so I'm sorry for my makeup and all. So yes, I hope that you liked it as much as I do. So it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.